What's up guys, how you doing today? Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. In today's video I'm going to tell you how to get Canadian citizenship. You know, I have a video on how to get it, but today is a different video because I am the one who is applying for citizenship. I am submitting my application on July 31st, guys. I have printed it out, I have filed all the documents, I have everything ready. I'll sign it on the 31st, I'll send it to Citizenship and Immigration Canada, and in this video I'll just tell you which documents I have there, what is the eligibility criteria, and this kind of good stuff that's going to be useful for you guys when you are going to be applying. And also I'll be keeping updates, so subscribe to this channel because I'll be updating you guys. I'll be telling you which steps I'm going through, when I'm going to be doing my testing, when I'm going to be doing all those things. So stay tuned, I'll be updating and uploading those things. It was a lot of documents. Let's quickly recap the criteria, guys. The main thing that you need for your citizenship: physical presence in Canada for 3 years out of 5 years. So you have to be living in Canada on permanent residence. You have to have a permanent residence. Now if you're applying and you've been more years but you were not physically present, not on permanent resident, so you must be physically present for 2 years out of past basically 3 years in Canada on permanent residence, which means is that I was an international student, and because I was as a temporary status, as a temporary worker, international worker or international student, for example, if you studied or worked here for 2 years, they counted towards your citizenship as 1 year, so it's 2 to 1. Alright, so if you have been here, let's say for 4 years, 2 years as permanent resident and 2 years as international worker, probably you have enough days to get your citizenship done. Now they want you to be physically present, so it means literally they count your days, how many days you were out of Canada, and they deduct it, and they count day by day, and they deduct those days that you were out of the country just to make sure that you were here for the entire 3 years. So the documents that I have printed out, I'm going to sign them and send them on the 31st. They say basically first document is a checklist of all the documents. You can download it on Canada Citizenship and Immigration website. It's a checklist of the documents that you need to submit, all of them. So if you're asking me, Igor, which documents do I have to submit, there is a checklist, and I'll leave a link down below in the description of this video. Next document is physical presence calculator. You do it online on Citizenship and Immigration Canada's website. You put your days, how many days you lived in Canada, when you got your permanent resident status, when you moved out, which visa you were on, international student, temporary worker. You put all the data in and gives you a number, and then it says if you're eligible. Now if you're eligible, then you can proceed with your application. The second document is the application itself. In this document you would put your information such as where you worked for 5 years, where you stayed for past 5 years, all the references and numbers. You put your social insurance number there. You have to put all of your, basically all of the data. It's not difficult to get. What's your passport number, your PR card number, again social insurance, as I said already. Keep it in mind, you have to have it because you need it. And you just fill out the application. It's like something 5 or 7 pages in total. Pretty easy, just take you 1 evening to get it done, the application itself, and later on you just have to submit supporting documents such as copies of all of your passports, including the travel documents. Again guys, I'm not an immigration lawyer or a consultant. I'm just sharing with you what I read on a website and what I did myself yesterday, because I am going to apply on the 31st for my citizenship. Keep that in mind. I'm not a professional who's consulting here. I'm just sharing what I do, and I'm doing it by myself. I don't have anyone doing it for me because it's pretty straightforward and hopefully everything is good. So the next document is of course passport. You have to have, I have 2 passports right now from Ukraine, so I have scanned the first one to make sure that I have all the visas where I came, when I came to Canada, when I got my citizenship, when I went to Peru, when I arrived to Mexico, when I went to India, when all those things, because those things are going to help the government of Canada track when I left the country, when I got back, and have all the data that they need. Then of course I have a copy of my driver's license as personal identification, and a copy of my basically of my passport, as I said. It can also be used as personal identification, I believe. And to prove my English, I had to make copies of my transcripts from my college, from my Centennial College. I put my transcripts, I put my graduate certificate to that application as well. Did I forget anything? Of course, guys. Don't forget to pay your fees. $650 for an adult like myself. That's how much it costs, the application fee. So you have to pay directly on the Government of Canada Citizenship and Immigration website. Once you pay for yourself, make sure you have your name and everything stated correctly there. You can print a receipt, and it has a barcode on top of it. Guess why I'm not showing you the documents, guys? Because it has personal sensitive information. I would if I could, but there is just too much of my information. So you would have a printout with your name, for example my name, Igor Ryltsev, and a barcode that I have stating that I have paid the fee. You attach it into one application. Again, guys, I'm doing it from my memory. Don't take my words for granted. The documents are personal checklist so that immigration officer knows what was attached to the package. And guess what? I remembered something. You also need 2 pictures, 2 of your personal pictures. They have to be 2 and by 2 3/4 of an inch. So get a professional photographer, check out the specifications on Canada Immigration website, so you get 2 proper stamped pictures with the date when it was taken. For your citizenship application, there are specific directions. You can check them out in the description where the citizenship application guide, and see it for yourself so that you have a correct picture for your application. Once again, let's recap the document checklist. Physical presence calculator, the application itself, your travel documents, passports with stamps and visas so that people know where you traveled, your personal identification, and proof of English. Proof of English can be, as I said, your English test exam results, or it can be just like mine. If you graduated from a school, not necessarily in Canada, there you took classes in English, it can serve as a document proving that you know English. You attach that one, and of course the receipt that you have paid that $650 fee for processing. Then you submit the entire application package, and with including those 2 pictures that I talked earlier about, to the Citizenship and Immigration Office. And that's basically it. You wait until they tell you to do the test, start preparing for the test. I'll make a separate video about the testing for the history and your rights and everything you need to know, guys. I'll make a separate video to explain about that, because it's my next step. So subscribe to this channel if you want to see that. And yeah, make sure you do comment, ask me questions. I'm so excited to apply for Canadian citizenship. I've been waiting for this moment for many years now. I really want to become Canadian citizen, not only living in this country but having the right to vote and so on, because it's a great country with lots of opportunities for everyone. And this is, guys, this is a really huge step for me. Hopefully I submitted all the documents and filled them out right, because I don't want to get them back for me, because I don't want to be paying $650 fee again. Fingers crossed, guys. Cross fingers for me, because we are going to be waiting for, once I submit it on the 31st, what Citizenship and Immigration Canada has to say. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, comment. We'll see you in next video. Wish me luck. Have a good one, guys.